What is up, guys? This is TiensiNoAkuma here with another Katarina game. You'll notice here that I'm actually commentating over a game. I haven't done this in a while because I've been busy. I don't really have that much time to commentate over games like this, but I know you guys prefer it this way since the quality should be better, etc. But anywho, as you can see here, I'm playing Cats against Zilean mid. By the way, also the Zilean is Judy Monica, the other guy who people know well for Cat. I talked to him afterwards. He said that he stopped playing Cat because he says that she's harder to play now. He doesn't understand her anymore, according to him. Which makes sense. She's definitely a lot harder to play, especially after the how everything's changed and stuff. Like if you're playing Katarina my way, it's a little bit harder because it's much more difficult to burst a player down because you don't have the same burst that. I don't even know what I'm saying, but either way, it's just I understand what he means by when he says that it's harder to play Cat now compared to the old Cat and how old Cat would function. Like there's a lot of adjusting I had to go through, but anyways, that's something maybe I'll talk about some other time. So I'll just explain what my thought process is right now. You'll notice here I'm against Zilean. I've already said that, and Zilean is a champion with no sustain and is reliant on mana. So that's the first thing that went through my mind. So logically to me, what I should be doing is harassing with Q all game, all day, and harassing down. But you'll notice here that I keep doing that, but 2 of my Qs equals one of his time bombs. His time bombs hit really hard. Let me see. At level 1, the time bomb hits for 112. My Q only hits for 71 on the initial hit, so he automatically gains an advantage over me just by in terms of skill usage. I can't just walk up to him. He's gonna toss that on me, and we can't trade basically. Eventually, I'll keep doing this until I hit about level 7. By that time, I realized that it made absolutely no difference. I have the exact same amount of HP as Zilean does, and so that means when you're playing against Zilean, it might not be a great idea to harass him because in the end, you're just gonna be both at the exact same HP, and usually you're gonna have the short end of the stick because as you can see here, he pushes pretty hard. Oh, that's one thing. You'll notice here that whenever I get there's a bomb placed on me, what I do is I walk toward my creep. I walk to my creep and have the bomb explode onto my creep. And so as long as the bomb explodes and hits my creep and damages my creep, that means that he's automatically pushing the lane. Whenever he puts a bomb on me, I explode out my minions and have him push the lane. That means it'll be easier for my jungler to come and gank Zilean if the lane is pushed up. So that is the only upside being to have Zilean put a bomb on you. Otherwise, it hurts really hard and is not worth it. But as you notice here, I'm no longer harassing him directly with Qs. I'm trying to bounce it off creep. I've realized that there's no point in me trying to walk up in Q because we're only going to trade skills and I don't want to take damage. I want to be able to throw hits on him and not take any damage back. So the best thing to do against him, it seems like, is to just bounce your Qs off creep and harass him that way. So that's what I'll be doing for the rest of this game. And now, let's see. Hecarim's here. Shyvana's going to gank top, but Urgot is not in lane, so there's no gank going to happen. I think Shyvana's just sitting here for EXP or something. Oh, no. She's looking for a gank. I don't think that's going to work out at all. So, see, this is good play by Hecarim right now. He saw that Shyvana's top. That means, okay, if their jungler's top, I can go invade the other side of the jungle and steal their stuff. So, good play on his part. That's how you should be playing jungle. Ooh. Yeah, see, like, I can only toss 1 Q on Zilean, and a good Zilean should be able to put down 2 bombs on you, which is definitely not worth it. That exchange is definitely not worth it. Yeah, there's the gank. Oh yeah, so Nami just came out. I'm sure most of you guys are wondering what my opinions of Nami are. I think she's a very excellent support champion. She's also viable mid, but she's definitely going to be played more as support since Riot specifically made her to be a support, so most people will be playing her as support. But anyways, she's a very good support. She fulfills many different roles. She has peeling skills with her ult and also her bubble thing that makes people fly up into the air for a short amount of time. And she has a speed boost and heal a heal spell. So she does everything that a support would ever want. Hard CC, heals, and damage amplification for your teammates. That's everything that you would ever want for support. So definitely a very, very good support champion. I would not be surprised to see her played or banned in tournament play. Very nice. That was nice. Alright, yeah, watch this. So I get a good ult in and I'm able to take him out, but I'm not able to finish him off because he puts his ult on himself. So I made a mistake. That's not how he should be playing against Zilean. I will show you guys later on. I will not make this same mistake again. I will do it correctly, and I'll show you guys how you should deal with Zilean when he has his ult. There's many different ways you can to kill a Zilean if you have his ult. So there's two. First thing you can do is kill him before he can ult. That means if he's stunned, if a champion is stunned or silenced, there's no way for him to cast a spell. So try to kill him in a very quick burst before he can pop his ult down, which is not going to be possible, especially against good players. Good players have good reaction speeds, and will be able to put that ult down. But at lower elo, Zileans have shorter reaction speeds, and it'd probably be easier to burst them down and kill them. So again, if you want to kill a Zilean, first thing you can try to do is burst them down as quickly as possible. Other thing you can do is bait the ult out. So try to get Zilean to pop his ult, and just when you see him pop it, just run away. Just try to get away from him and let his ult drop. As soon as his ult drops, he won't have anything to help him, and you can finish him off. Nice job. I'll show you guys later. I don't think I didn't do it correctly, but you guys will see it later. Ooh, nice. Nice ult. That's good. Good play. Except I see Zilean coming down. Alright, so I chase after him. Except he's too fast. But luckily they put themselves in a really bad position, and I'm able to do this. She took my triple kill. This Caitlyn took my triple kill. Whatever. Anyways. You'll notice my build now. Originally, what I would do is I would purchase a... what's it called again? Sightstone? Yes, Sightstone. But the issue with Sightstone is it kind of sets you really far behind. It definitely makes up the cost for itself. You'll definitely be using more than the number of wards it gives you. Like, it gives you 2 wards that you can put down per... 2 wards that you can put down at a time. So it definitely makes up for itself. Definitely pays for itself. But the thing is, you buy it usually early game. Alright, and early game 700 gold is worth a lot more than 700 gold late game. 700 gold late game isn't that much, but early game it's a lot. It can make a difference between you picking up boots and an ability tome, which can definitely, again, make a difference between picking up kills and not picking up kills. So getting a Sightstone early really sets me behind, so I've kind of stopped doing that. Instead, what I prefer to do is pick up Alacrity. Just some extra movement speed. You notice that picking up +2 boots first instead of a Sightstone really helped me out at bot. That was what let me catch up to Zilean, catch up to Ashe, and get a triple kill bot. I didn't get a triple kill because Caitlyn stole it, but I'm going to call it a triple kill because she's a jerk. Anyways. Definitely. So yeah, just Sightstone is worth it late game. It is not worth it early game, and that's the problem. Like, as Cat, I want to be able to snowball off my early game. I'll snowball off my mid game as well, because Sightstone only makes up for itself late game. Definitely late game. Mid-late game. So, it is definitely a good purchase. It's just, I wouldn't buy it anymore. I won't buy it anymore. Because usually when I don't have a Sightstone, I only put down about 4 or 5 wards, 6 wards, 7 wards per game, and that does not make up for a Sightstone in terms of wards placed. But when I do get a Sightstone, I usually put down like 20 wards. So I definitely do make up the cost for it. It's just not worth it early game. Alright. So here we go. Just harassing him. I don't know why that W didn't hit. I'm actually really surprised that I was out of range for that. But whatever. He should be... I mean, he's pretty low on mana. I don't know why he would stay. There we go. Oh yeah, so because I don't get Sightstone, that makes it easier for me to pick up my needlessly large rod a little bit faster, so it's still the same thing. My build is still the same. Rush my DFG as quickly as possible, and then pick up a hat. And then after that, depends what the situation is. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys already. I mean, if they have significant MR, I would pick up a Void Staff. If not, I would probably pick up a Abyssal Scepter if they're magic heavy, or a Hourglass if they're physically heavy. In this game, they're magic heavy, but you'll notice later I pick up a Hourglass against this team composition. The reason why is they have a lot of damage over time, as in their damage isn't immediate. It's not burst. It's like, for example, Time Bomb. It takes 5 seconds for the bomb to explode. I think 5 seconds or 4 seconds. Let me see. Yeah, 4 seconds to explode. During those 4 seconds, I can just pop my Hourglass and avoid that damage output. Same with Teemo. He has shrooms, a blind, whatever, and they don't kill you immediately. They kill you over time. That's why this game you'll see I pick up a Hourglass later on, just for that. Hourglass is very, very good for Cat. I haven't really used it as well as I would have liked to, because I usually don't get it that much every game. Sometimes I don't even have the chance to get it, but if I do, I don't use it well enough. Whatever. Either way, just trying to harass. I know that Hecarim isn't here, and I also picked up 2 kills and an assist at bot lane. That means I have an advantage over Zilean in terms of gold, I think. Let me see. Oh no, just 100 gold. That's not that big. But either way, seems as though I'm able to outdamage him. There we go. This is exactly what you should be doing against him. What I am doing right now. All you gotta do is just wait. Wait for his ult to disappear. As soon as it disappears, you can kill him. Because there's absolutely no way. If he doesn't heal at all from his ult, that means he doesn't get any HP back, no mana back, and he's just gonna stay there. An easy target to be killed. So, I was like, just from that, I didn't blow anything. I didn't use my flash. I didn't use my ignite. And I forced him to use his flash and his ignite, and I didn't lose anything out of that. So that's definitely worth it for me. And I'm also able to push him out of lane and force him to lose some creep to the turret, just from that one play. So that's how you should be dealing with Zilean at higher elo, I guess. Just wait out his ult. Wait it out. Oh my god, sorry. I'm so sorry. My game... it's because of the recording thing. You guys probably don't know what just happened, but my screen just died and it kind of clipped off for a little bit, so I think my audio will be a little bit behind. Whatever. Anyways, back to the situation. Got my needlessly large rod. I'm gonna farm up my Deathfire Grasp as quickly as possible. As I said before, my cat is a burst cat, so I deal as much damage as possible within the shortest amount of time. That way I can get my reset off and continue to kill people. So that's why I need DFG, just so I can get that first kill off. Yeah, I don't know why he was trying to scare him. I just wanted him to walk up a little bit. Oh. This was a pretty funny bomb. I saw this and I was laughing. I was like, that bomb's not gonna hit anything. That was a pointless bomb. Either way, I'm farming quite well, actually. And this extra movement speed really does help quite a bit. Not too much, but it does help. Like, I can get into lane faster, so I miss fewer creep. Also, as you can see, I can catch up to Zilean a lot better. It's so much easier for me to catch up to Zilean and harass him with my Qs and walk back out of it. So yeah, movement speed still is very, very helpful on Cat. I just still wouldn't pick it up in terms of quintessences. Yeah, so this Urgot actually messed it up for me. He actually messed it up for me. If he hadn't have come, I would have had flash, and I might have been able to burst him down before he ulted me. So, because of Urgot's play, he just cost both 2 deaths right there. I died, and I'm pretty sure that he dies. Let's see this. There's the flash hole. Yeah, there we go. See, if he hadn't dove in that, I might have been able to kill Zilean by myself without dying. But either way, I don't think he would have known that I had flash, and that I might have been able to do it myself. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to bait out his ult again. If not, I wanted to kill him before he could even ult. And Zilean was actually pretty low. Or just force Zilean back. Like, it's still a victory in itself if I can force him back and have him lose creep to the turret. Whatever. Either way, what's done is done. How much gold do I have? I still don't have enough. That's sad. Alrighty. What? Oh. That's what happens when you... Also, because he left his lane, Teemo got the free push and take that turret. So it's definitely not worth it to roam. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by don't go to other lanes when you can't guarantee a kill. Or if you can't guarantee something that's worth doing, like, okay, it's worth going to another lane and picking up Dragon if you don't lose out on anything because of it, you know. But this is just a perfect example of just why it's not a great idea to roam. Until you get better experience with the game, you'll understand, like, oh, okay, now's a good time to roam. I won't lose out on anything. And that's from experience. This Urgot left cost us 2 kills and a turret. Just for what? Just for 1 kill. Just by killing Zilean. That's all we got out of it. So it's definitely not worth it. So roaming, very, very difficult. Again, you can only learn when to roam by experience. Alright, I'm gonna peace out and pick up my DFG before the next fight. I know that the Dragon fight is next because they're all grouped up in this general area, which means they're most likely prepping for it. So I want to be ready as well, so I'm picking up my DFG. Hopefully I can get here in time with my plus 15 boots to help them out. Actually, yeah, I told them to back off. There's no way we can fight this. It's a 5v4. Like, it's a turret is equal to a dragon, kind of. Like, even though dragon does give you more gold, dragon gives you presence on the map. Okay, I've taken out 3. Like, I would very much rather have 3 turrets than 4 dragons, or 3 dragons, whatever. Either way, I always prefer turrets over dragons. That means you have pressure on the map. Okay, this turret's down, this turret's down, this turret's down. That means they don't have vision of this area. That means we can roam into the jungle this way, we can go into the jungle this way or this way, and they still won't know because we have taken out turrets. That's the importance of turrets over dragons, and that's why I prefer to take out turrets over dragons. I've said that multiple times, but yeah, I'm just trying to explain a point. Also, they buff the jungle, so it's a lot harder to kill them, which is annoying for me, which means because I have to buy more health pots, so I don't lose as much HP. I mean, because I lose more HP to the creep because they're stronger, it's a little bit more difficult for me to take him out. Yeah, see. I know he leaves, but I don't think I can do anything. Maybe I could have done something, but either way, it's too late. And also, luckily, Urgot had teleport, so he made a play. Ooh. So now I go bot. Alright, let's see. Does he have his ult? Yes, he does. Yeah, he messed up. He should just use his ult. He got too complacent. He thought I couldn't finish him off, and that's the power of DFG right there. Even though DFG got nerfed, the early game is still pretty strong. So definitely worth the purchase. I keep saying definitely. Either way, good damage output to the point where Sona was like, I just checked. I didn't know if she had her ult or not while I was playing the game, but now that I'm spectating, I can tell. And so yes, she had her ult and she didn't use it. She should have definitely used it. They might have been able to kill me, I think. If no, Ashe didn't have her ult, they might have been able to kill me. It was a 2 versus 1 for a quick moment. If not kill me, they could have just at least gotten themselves out of a bad situation. So that was their mistake. I mean, that was Sona's mistake. Ashe didn't do anything wrong. One bad Brad. One bad Brad. Still farming. That's all I do. All I do. They have a ward in there. No, we have a ward. Yes, they do. They have a ward now. Just chilling here, getting destroyed by that. Yeah, Leandri's, I think is... I'm really curious, does the Leandri's proc on Teemo's auto attack? Because it's a skill, but it's not like a spell. Let me see. We'll see if we just by checking auto attack. No, I can't see now. Great. They don't have numbers. They didn't give me any numbers. Oh, yeah, I can tell just by the visual effect. If the Andrews does proc, then you'll have some burning fire around it. And there was no burning fire around the creep when he auto attacks, so I can guess that it doesn't work on his auto attack. Alright, so I see that something's going on bot, and so I immediately go and check it out. The reason why? There's nothing else going on in the map. There's no creep to farm mid, and there's no jungle creeps to take as well. So it's better off for me to go help another lane. And so you'll notice, because I did that, we were able to trade 2 kills for what would have been 0. Like, if I hadn't come and helped, I'm pretty sure Urgot would have died, and none of them would have died. So I turned what would have been a 0 for 1 into a 2 for 0. So Also, again, that's where these plus 15 boots help out. A lot of people are like, oh, plus 15, or you can get the flash or teleport ghost reduction boots. Not worth it, in my opinion. Definitely not worth it. Multiple reasons why. Hold up. Alright. The thing is, when you have flash, when you buy an item, you want to know, this is just in general, not just these two items, but when you buy an item, you want to know how much it will help you. Will this help? How long will this help me? If I have plus 15 boots, it will help me all game. I always walk around. That means I'm always getting the benefit from plus 15 boots. But what about the other boots? The 25% cooldown reduction, I think that's what it is, on flash, teleport, and ghost. What is that? How is that going to benefit me all game? No, it's not. If my flash is on off cooldown, then I am not directly benefiting from it. The boots are then useless because I'm not using them to their advantage. Like, if you want to benefit from something, just check how long, and how often it benefits you. So the plus 15 boots give me a much better, consistent benefit than the 25% cooldown reduction on the flash, and that's why I prefer to pick up the plus 15 boots. Alright, I'm pretty close to it. Let's see. 600 gold. So I'm gonna try to farm up my hat before the next fight. There's some free farm top. So right now what's going on is the lane phase is clearly over. We've taken out these two turrets, and what we want now is the main mid turret, the primary turret of the game. So I know that there's no way for us to push it anymore, because since lane phase is over, they're all gonna group. So if they're all gonna group mid, then there's no way for us to take it out. So I'm just gonna push and try to get my hat before the next team fight, because the team fights at this point in time are what determine who picks up turrets and who doesn't. Also, who has better poking potential, but I think we're pretty even in terms of clearing power and poke, so we can't really just push a lane and take it out like other teams can. Let's see how much gold I have. 600, so I need about two more camps before I can pick up my hat. Yeah, it's all about objectives now. When it's mid-game, it's all about objectives. Who can take turrets, who can take dragons, and that's where team composition comes into play. Like, oh, we have a really good poke composition, so we can poke you down, and then we can take objectives because you're low on HP. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, see, so here we go. They're low on HP. Yeah. So that wasn't my fault, that was actually my team's fault. They all got caught out by Teemo shrooms, which I guess they might have been able to avoid that, I'm not sure. But they all got chunked by Teemo shrooms very, very low, and because of that, I had to go in and fight that. If I hadn't gone in, we would have lost 2 players, and that would have been a 0 for 2 rather than a 2 for 2. So sometimes you just gotta go all in when your teammates are caught out, just to make sure that it's even. Like, if I had my hat, I'm pretty sure that would have gone a lot better. I would have killed Teemo faster. That means I would have been able to Shimpo onto Sona faster and maybe dodge her ult. Because if she ulted in my direction this way, she would not have ulted my teammates, and we might have been able to pick up more kills out of that if I hadn't died as quickly, or if my teammates hadn't gotten stunned. Either way, I definitely needed my hat there. Alright, so they're trying to make plays. We took turret and a dragon. That is a very, very good play right there for us. It doesn't matter if they take dragon. We got mid turret. I don't think they're gonna get it though. Yeah, we got it. Good. And also we cut out Teemo. Caitlyn keeps trying to take my kills. She just keeps trying to take my kills. I catch out Teemo. Give me the freaking kill. Don't be a jerk. Oh, you guys are crazy. Yeah, I'm low on HP now, so I have to back off. Also, yeah, Caitlyn and I are low on HP, alright? So that means we have to back off. Nami isn't here. Gurkon is bot. That means they get a free push mid. Alright, so this is a good play on their part. You'll see that they're pushing mid down. But either way, it's worth it for us. We picked up Dragon, we picked up 2 kills, and we got a turret, so it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with trading a turret. It's not worth it to try to defend a turret when you have no HP, like Caitlyn and I. If we tried to defend this, we would have died and still given them a turret. Alright, so always watch your HP and just like use logic. I can't defend this. If I can't defend this and I try to defend it, I'm gonna die and still give them a free turret. So I see that mistake happen a lot. Just people being dumb and saying, oh, I gotta defend this turret, and then they die, and then the enemy takes the turret, and then I'm just like, okay, you just gave them 300 gold on top of a turret. Well, like, what was the point of that? Was it worth it? No. So, whatevs. I'm looking to try to kill TnA, but he's gonna take these all out before I can get to them. Yeah, he knows I can catch him and kill him. If he stayed there, I would have finished off this creep and walked toward this bush. Checked if my ult lighted up. If my ult lighted up, I would have ulted and finished him off. So here we go. Again, I see TnA coming up toward me, which makes no sense. He was just running away from me. Why would he run toward me when he was already running away from me? That means he has backup. And even though I didn't see Hecarim, I was just like, okay, I know someone's there, so I just backed off. What am I trying to buy next? Yes, trying to get my hourglass now. I'm out farming everyone, wow. Except for Urgot. I mean, we're pretty even. What ifs? Oh, one more thing. So there's different types of playstyles for Katarina. There's not playstyles, not just for Katarina, for everyone. You can go to other lanes and gank and try to make plays, or you can wait for plays to come to you. And that's how I play. I wait for things to happen. I wait for the enemy to make mistakes. Alright, and I capitalize on them and pick up those kills. And that's why I'm able to get fed, even though I don't really do much. Like, there's always people complaining, oh, TnC never ganks, whatever. Like, if I don't see an opportunity, I won't come. That's how it is. Like, I don't make plays. Hold up. Let's watch this. Huh. She missed. She missed that, otherwise I'm pretty sure Zilean would have survived. But I actually made a mistake there. What I should have done was, I didn't even need to flash that. I used my flash on that, but I was perfectly fine. I have so much movement speed, I could easily catch up to Ashe. So, misplay. A little bit of misplay on my part. I kind of wasted a flash there. But that was mostly Sona's misplay by missing her ult. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't really try to make plays. I capitalize on the enemy's mistakes, and that's why I'm successful, because if the enemy isn't going to make mistakes, I can just free farm and I won't be that far behind. But if I try to make plays and I gamble, then it's possible that I won't come out on top. I can gamble and I can lose the gamble, lose farm, lose creep, lose EXP, miss out on a lot of stuff, and be behind in the game. But I don't do that. Like, if nothing's going on, I go and farm, and that's why I'm level 18 while everyone else is level 14. And that's why I have 257 farm. Like, it's a trade. It's a trade-off. Maybe you can make plays at lower elo, but at higher elo, it's a lot better to be a lot more passive. Definitely not passive as in just sit and do nothing all game, but passive as in don't try to take too many risks. This is why it's a little bit difficult to play at higher elo. There's just so many things you can do. Like, for example, you shouldn't be too aggressive, but you should be aggressive enough where you have pressure on the lane. Like, for example, during lane phase, you can be aggressive in the sense that you are pushing the lane, which means that you are putting pressure on the lane. You are forcing the enemy creep toward the turret, and you are pushing. You yourself are out and about and being a threat and forcing the enemy to pay attention to you. That is being aggressive and having presence on the map. But on the other hand, you have to be passive at the same time. I could be pushing a lane very aggressively, but still have wards on the map and still know where the enemy is and still be able to avoid ganks. And so there's a middle ground for that, knowing how aggressive you need to be where you have presence, and passive enough so you're not under any threat by the enemy. And Katarina does that very, very well because she has Shimpo to escape with, and on top of that, she has pretty good AoE clear after level 8, level 9-ish. So that's why I like Kat. Very interesting champ. But aside from that, nothing really interesting else to say. What other questions do people have about the new season? I mean, everything I always say is usually about the same thing. Like, okay, the cat nerf was not necessary, or that wasn't the right thing that they needed to nerf. Other things I could possibly say, and all those shrooms. Wow. What? I haven't moved my hourglass yet? I need to move my hourglass, come on. My hourglass is usually on my A slot. Wait. Oh, never mind. I guess it is on my A slot. It just doesn't show it here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, whatever. My bad. Oh my god. What was that? The hell was that? Hold up. I'm sorry, my game just froze. I don't know if that's gonna happen in the video, but I accidentally clicked right click and then the game kind of froze and slowed down. I don't know why. Oh, good cleanse. That was a good cleanse. Definitely a good cleanse. I'm not sure. Does cleanse remove the Zilean time bomb? I'm pretty sure it does. Whatever. Anyways, so I know that they can take Baron, but I have movement speed boots, so I'm not too worried about it, and that's why you'll notice here that I'm able to stick my head out and keep farming while they're in position to take Baron. Also, Urgon has his teleport. Yeah, so the new boots are very, very good. I think the only people who would ever pick up these teleport or flash cooldown reductions is if you have teleport, because it's definitely very, very helpful. It gives you a lot of presence on the map. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth picking up. But I really do like it. I really do like these new options that Riot gave us with these boots and items. There's still a few things missing, but I'm sure they'll make up for it eventually. What am I trying to buy? I think I'm trying to buy a Void Staff now, yeah. So what's going on here? This is a good play that you can make when you have a teammate that has teleport. You have that teammate push another lane, and while that teammate's pushing another lane, your enemy will have to they will be forced to send their own teammate to stop them. If not one teammate, then they'll send several teammates. If they send several teammates, then even though this teammate might die, you get a free Baron. So notice why Urgot is all the way at bot. He's all the way at bot, as far away from Baron as possible, pushing, just to drag the enemy out as far as possible so that we can take Baron. So this is a good play to make. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know this, but just to those guys who don't, this is a good play right here. Split pushing just for Baron. That's why Shen is bad, because Shen can easily do this. He doesn't even have teleport, but because he innately has his own teleport skill, so he doesn't have to get teleport. Same with TF. That's why TF is also banned, because he can split push another lane and still have presence in a team fight. Like, there's so many different things you can do. Oh, okay, I'm pushing this. If you guys send multiple people bot, we get a free Baron. Oh, I'm pushing this. If you guys don't send multiple people bot and come to fight us, then I can teleport and help out my teammates. So definitely nice. Alright, so this is about that part of the game that I was waiting for. You guys will see it later. I'll explain it when it's happening. But as I said before, the multiple different ways to kill Zilean with his ult is just either wait it out or kill him before he has time to react. So you'll be seeing that soon enough. Alright, we see two of them sent bot. Alright, so this is a 4v3. We try to take the Baron. Okay, they ult me, and I take a ton of damage from the Baron. And I know that no fight's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna pop my hourglass and avoid all that damage output. Alright, so watch this. I'm actually gonna slow this down a little bit. Alright, so notice how Zilean is low on HP. That means I can burst him down before he can react to his ult. Alright, so that's my primary intention. We have a ward here, so I know. Alright. And I know that Ash's ult's down because she just used it. Alright. And there's Urgot with no HP. What the hell? Alright. So yeah, that was a good play on our part. We didn't get Baron, but we got multiple kills. Definitely worth it for us. And I die, which is fine. I distracted them while we took a free Baron for that, so worth it. But yeah, notice what I did. Notice how I didn't... Sorry, I'm clicking on something. Notice how I waited for Zilean. I didn't immediately flash and try to kill Zilean. I waited for the last moment to the point where Zilean was definitely focusing on Baron buff. And that's when I went in to finish him off. Alright. So that should be game right there. Taking down Baron buff, we have a huge lead. We have a 13,000 gold. I mean, not 13,000. Yes, we do. 13,000. Oh, yes, 13,000 gold lead. So this game's pretty much over for them. We just gotta push with this Baron buff we have. And notice how I'm still keeping up in farm even though all of this stuff is going on. Like a really good habit, you'll see a lot of higher level players have just like, even though things are going on around the map, like okay, there's a team fight that's going on, they're still able to farm. Or like, oh okay, the enemy's pushing this lane, but there's some free farm here. I'm gonna clear that up and then go help my teammates out. It's not a good habit, but it's not a bad habit. There are many different sacrifices you make. Like okay, I can be farming here, but that could be a huge mistake. I could be farming when my teammates need me, and that can cost me the entire game. So it's all about experience, like knowing when you can farm and when you can't farm. Like right now, I know I can farm bot. There's nothing going on mid. Caitlyn isn't here, so my teammates should not be stupid enough to initiate a fight. And also, we have Baron buff. And also, the bottom inhibitor is open, so that means it's a lot easier to take this inhibitor. Especially with Baron buff, you want to take as many objectives as possible when you have Baron. So bot lane is the easiest and most important objective, so we're going to take that out. There we go. See, they don't want to fight us. They're really afraid of us. They're just going to let us... Look at how much damage he took just from that, just from Urgot. Urgot is kind of broken. Actually, no, Black Cleaver's kind of broken, even though he's not stacking it. So yeah, we just got a free inhibitor, and they weren't even able to fight back. They don't want to fight our Baron buff. They don't want to fight our Baron buff. So we're moving around the map and trying to make plays all over the place. Oh, nice, he nailed him. I got him. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. Alright, so free inhib, and our Baron is still on for a little bit. But yeah, definitely good, very good push for us. And there's the surrender, there we go. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This will be one of the very rare games that I commentate on, but I hope you guys enjoyed that, and it's glitchy. Great. All me. Alright, bye. I hope you guys enjoyed that.